Is Energetic Eats, brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op. You're at home here.
Well, we're joined by another second-time guest for this, who was also my guest on Moose Talks last week. It's Nadia with Squiggly Things joining us this morning. Good morning, Nadia.
Good morning, Deb.
Thanks so much.
Good to be here.
Thanks so much for being with us again. You were one of the first guests, if not the first guest, on this show way back in July of last year, because you, of course, sell microgreens at the farmers markets and beyond when those happen to finish off for the year. So we're going to talk all about that. And if you happen to be watching the video online, you can see you're standing in front of looks like a bountiful harvest of some of your selection of microgreens. But I thought first you could tell us a bit about what microgreens are for people who maybe never heard the term before or ever tasted them.
That's right. So microgreens are grown to just the first, the cotyledons or the first leaves that come out. If you are seeing the video, you can see they're kind of small looking plants. Mm-hmm. So right behind me, there's some broccoli and some speckled peas. And so they look nothing like the mature plant. And the idea is that when you harvest them at this very young stage, you're getting an extremely high concentration of nutrients, vitamins and minerals and all the goodies in there. So 1 cup of this microgreen broccoli would give you, say, the equivalent of nutrients of, eating a whole head of mature broccoli.
I see. Okay. So if you left these plants to grow further before cutting them, they would eventually bloom into the full-size plant, is what you're saying.
They would, yes. Yeah. Although that seed is not specifically selected to be excellent when it's mature, so I wouldn't really try that out.
Okay, so it will mature to that, but it's not meant to be that way. It's meant to have this sort of, as you say, high yield in the nutrients in the plant right at kind of the beginning.
That's right. And it actually, for some of them, like sunflower, it is very critical that you do harvest it just when the cotyledons are out, because once the first true leaves start to come out, it gets extremely bitter as a plant, because then it starts to mature into the actual sunflower plant. So what you want is just those first 2 leaves that are coming out, which are called the cotyledons, and those are really yummy and tasty to eat. Mm-hmm.
So I had you on originally, I think you had kind of recommended one way to eat these things anyway, is sort of as an addition to things, right? So you're already having a salad, or maybe you're already having a sandwich with some veg on it. You add this on, so it kind of gives you a boost to sort of, as you say, a taste and as well kind of all the nutrients in it. Is that sort of the primary thing you would use with microgreens in terms of eating them?
I would say that's the easiest way to add it. If you just don't know or don't have any other time to look into it, just throw it on top of any other meal. It's also a beautiful decoration on your plate. I prefer them also in smoothies in the morning. It's great if you have kids and you need to sneak in those extra greens. You can just hide them in there. And something like broccoli and kale is extremely mild, so you wouldn't really notice it in there. It's also excellent if you like you mentioned, in sandwiches, wraps. I like it as a burger topping as well. Some of the spicier versions with arugula and cress add a really nice flavor in there. Or on your breakfast eggs, it's really yummy as well.
Mm-hmm. Now, as I said earlier in the video, you've got several kind of behind you. What kind of microgreens are you harvesting and selling for people at the farmers market and on your website?
Yeah, I actually have a few examples here. So I sell various boxes. So this is a sampler box. It has speckled peas, fava bean, sunflower, and mellow microgreen mix. So you can kind of try it as a salad addition, as an addition to sandwiches, wraps, or just decorating with the little mellow microgreen mix. One of my latest creations was actually this, what I call a strong box, because it makes you strong with all the vitamins and nutrients in there. And it has a little bit of everything. It has mild ones, spicy ones, and then a whole side of speckled peas and brilliant blend that you can make also a salad out of it. And I've really come to enjoy a straight up microgreen salad as well.
Wow, that's wonderful. So generally you sell them in kind of mixed boxes then. Can you buy them individually from you if there's something specific we're looking for or we really like the taste of?
Definitely, yeah. I do. So for example, this is a broccoli. I just do straight up broccoli or kale or sunflowers. And I also do custom mixtures. If folks say, I'm allergic to peas or I'm preferring the milder or the spicier versions, then I can also do a custom blend. So there's really a lot of options.
And then in terms of taste, we sort of touched on this, but when you buy, say, the broccoli microgreen, does it taste exactly like a broccoli kind of would, or is it sort of reminiscent of it and there's sort of something unique to it that it will add to your food?
It doesn't taste like broccoli at all.
Oh,
Same
okay.
with the kale. It doesn't taste like kale at all. And I think that's the beauty with microgreens is they have this unique flavor. All of them are different. Maybe the peas. I don't know. I've never eaten mature peas, but they do taste like peas in my opinion. But broccoli, it's more like just a kind of a nutty, mild green flavor.
Wow. Okay. So even though they're from the plant, they don't taste like the mature version of it necessarily, or in most cases they don't. They bring something
Yeah,
different to the palate when you add them to whatever you happen to be eating.
that's right. Yeah, they're just too young yet to have that flavor profile of the mature plant.
Very interesting. All right. Well, Nadia, you of course have a website, squigglythings.ca, and you're at the farmers market, I believe, every weekend where you have samples and you're able to buy these from you, correct?
That's right. You can find me pretty much every Saturday at the farmers market in Fort St. John. And every 2 weeks, I'm also collaborating with Whiskey Creek Ranch, and we're having ready to eat salads that we prepare right here. We have a commercial kitchen on site, so I'm extremely blessed with that to have access to that. And we make dressings right here on site and make beautiful versions of salads. So that'll be on June 4th will be the next time we have that. But yeah, I'm there every weekend. And if you want to pre-order something and make sure that your favorite is there, you can always do that on my website.
All right. Again, that website, squigglythings.ca, or visit Nadia at the Fort St. John Farmers Market, as they said. Hey, thank you again for being here. I really appreciate it, Nadia.
You're most welcome. You have a wonderful day.
You too. That's Nadia with Squiggly Things. Check her out at the Fort St. John Farmers Market. Energetic Eats is brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op.